Welcome back, everyone. Today's look is my interpretation of one of the 7 deadly sins, gluttony. I personally kind of have a close association with this sin, as I love to overeat like most people. But unlike the common belief, gluttony is not all about overindulgence in food, it's the overindulgence in anything. So that's why I have all the jewels and things hanging off this look, and it's a really fun, cool look, and it can be completely done with shadows. So let's get started. This look is pretty much going to be easier to watch than for me to explain each part, but it's just like designing any other skull you've ever done with body paint, but you're using shadows instead, and you're working in the negative areas and making them more depthful. So I'm starting with a sort of dark peach, and then I'm working into a darker brown tone that's in the same family for the outer edges, and then I'm putting a little bit of a shimmery champagne in the center. So basically you're just going to want to start out by outlining your entire skull shape with that neutral peach color, because then you're going to use darker and lighter colors to do other forms of shading. And all you're going to do is just start building those structures. I really love this look since it's so affordable. I'm only using 3 different eyeshadows, and they are ones I already had laying around. It's not like it's going to require you to buy a whole bunch of beauty products to accomplish this, which makes it pretty awesome. However, that being said, if there's one thing I would suggest that you probably have for this tutorial is a angled or flat-ended brush. It makes things so much easier, and it gives you the control to get a little bit more crisp lines, which is pretty vital for this look because you don't want everything to get muddy, and a rounded brush just usually can't accomplish that. Looking exactly the way you want, don't be afraid to use darker colors. Just make sure you stay within the same color family. I would also suggest using a matte color and only use a bit of a shimmer one for those center champagne colors. And abracadabra! Huh. Like, if it worked that easy, how great would that be? Anyways, you're gonna go through and we're now gonna start doing some, interesting shading and giving some of those edges a little bit of a curve. You've seen me do this before on my Ghostwriter, so if you're not sure what I'm talking about, go check that one out. Since I wanted this to stay more of a beauty look, I decided not to put in the whole eye socket. I'm just giving a little bit of hint, and I think it adds a really beautiful elegance to this look. And really take your time with these elements, since you don't want them to get too close to the edge, because the whole point is to make that curvature look. So really take your time to make sure you keep them nice and clean. Oh man, I love how menacing those teeth look right now. Oh yeah. Since I'm sticking with that glamish look, I'm doing a simple smoky eye using the colors we're already using, putting that champagne all over the lid, and then adding a little bit of gold to the inner corner. And let's give those teeth a little bit of pop with some of that champagne shadow. And of course I love them eyebrows. And we can't finish this look without a little bit of the neck and chest incorporated, so we're going to go in and put some vertebrae down the neck. I'm going to put in my collarbones, a little bit of my chest plate, and put in one shoulder. Remember, this is just the same as you did on your face, just down on your neck and chest. we're shading, and we're shading, and we're shading some more, and maybe a little more. Yep, shading. We're still shading. To wrap this look up, go ahead and add any last details where you need them or darken any areas, and then throw on some mascara and eyeliner, and you're pretty much done. I wanted to add a little bit of glamour to my skull, so I ended up putting on some rhinestones by using some eyelash glue and sticking them to my face. As for the pearls, well, I just got a spool of them off of Amazon for next to nothing, and trust me, one spool goes a really long way with these. And if you like the wig, all you need is a pink one offline or from your local hobby shop, and then just wrap the crap out of that thing, make it a giant cotton candy mess. Then sew some of those pearls into the hairline and they'll just hang really nicely. And for the giant candies, they're just those ball pit balls that kids play in, and then I wrapped them in cellophane. And that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this look, and I hope you come back to see the rest of the Deadly Sins.